buddy. What's up to Lion Talk Live? We love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aidan Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew. This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
Well, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I am your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining me today. Hey, Lions Talk Live. It's a Thursday show edition, and you know what? We're just one day closer to getting the playoffs for the Detroit Lions. Yes, you are down to the Elite Eight. Yes, we all get it. You win, and you're into the Final Four. And yes, we've got quite the matchup. Vegas is showing incredible faith in the Detroit Lions. If you guys remember when the Commanders first won, the Vegas lines for the game were starting around 5.5 points. Now they elevated to 8.5. And as of this morning, I'm hearing that they're around 10.5 points. So Vegas is either trying to save their banks because everybody's putting in money on one team or the other team. What we do know is, hey, it's a sign of faith that Vegas has. The Detroit Lions are going to win this game. We'll see what shakes out. You could also tell from the thumbnail today, Mike, I always kill his last name, Sainristil, former teammate of Aidan Hutchinson, was on a radio show yesterday and also the Rich Eisen show yesterday. So probably doing media tours, whatever you want to say, leading into the big game Saturday night, and had a few things to say about Aidan Hutchinson, his former collegiate teammate. We're going to dive into that after we get into the 5 headlines now and all that kind of stuff. Actually, I think we have 6 headlines again for you guys today, a bonus headline, if you will. All right, real quick, before we get into all that, if you haven't yet subscribed to Lions Talk Live, please consider doing so. We are marching our way on up to the top, and then the top, we need 11 more subs to reach 12,900, and from there, the march is on to get to 13,000. So we're 111 subs away from achieving that grand total. Also, if you have a half second of time, it is free of charge. Reach on down on your, whatever it is, maybe your iPad, your phone, or if you're watching on TV, go on over and click the thumbs like button or whatever you want to call it button. We try to get every episode of the Lions Talk Live between 200, 300, 400 thumbs up or likes or more. So if you can help out, that would be most wonderful of you. Last but never least, if you are looking for someone to represent you, either buying or selling property anywhere in the continental United States or the state of Michigan where I reside, go ahead and give me a call or shoot me a text. You now see the number on the screen, 269-998-2384. Let's have a quick conversation, see what I can do to save you some time, some money, some effort. I work hard, so you don't have to. That's one of my slogans I've used for 30 plus years in the industry. So give me a call. Let's have a conversation, see what we can do for you. Again, if you're outside the state of Michigan, I can still work on your behalf. Just a few things got to do a little bit differently. All right, all that stuff is out of the way, so let's get a rolling and a going into the first topic of the day, or first segment of the day, and that is 5 headlines now. All right, 5 glorious headlines now. And by the way, for those of you who warned me about the shingle shot, man, yesterday we had an away game yesterday. I was on the bus, and I just felt like my bones were frozen. I felt like my hair was frozen. I feel better today, but, man, for a little while yesterday, I was like, oy vey. All right, perfect veteran cornerback now available to the Lions for a playoff run. This is coming from fan side. So, yes, most of you are probably aware that Trey Flower is a veteran cornerback on a couple of different teams, practice squads, etc. For those who don't know, now that some teams are out of the playoffs, they didn't make the playoffs, whatever, there are a number of guys that are veterans that could actually become available if the Lions or another playoff team wanted to sign them and add them to their current team. I don't know if Trey is going to be added to Detroit or anybody else, but it does bring up an interesting conversation around some teams that maybe decide not to re-sign some players or extend them. Could the Lions or other playoff teams, maybe a little banged up in certain positions, look to add these guys on? I would assume not. Now, that's an assumption. I don't know because you got to bring them up to speed and everything. You got to get them, acclimated to your playbooks. And really, at this point in the season, there's so little time to do any of that. The only thing I could surmise is after the NFC title game. So Lions win this week. They win, the following week. You do have a 2-week break until the Super Bowl. Could you actually look to add somebody during that span? Sure. I guess it would make sense at that point just because you do have the extra snaps, reps, or whatever to get them up to speed. With that being said, I just don't know if MCDC in the game, unless there are more injuries on one side of the ball or whatever, would be looking to do that. But I've been wrong before. Lions missing 2 starting offensive linemen from Wednesday's practice. USA Today story by Jeff Risdon with this one. So Zettler was out again yesterday from practice, but to the portions of practice that were available for viewing by the reporters, journalists, etc., they could see him on the sidelines running, working out, going through some stuff. So if he's running, that hamstring's got to be pretty dang good. I would assume at least, otherwise you want to have him running. So whether or not Zettler's going to play, still probably up in the air. I think it does bring up the question, who would take his spot? I know I talked about it a little bit with you guys yesterday. It would be my guess that the rookie Christian Mahogany would take the spot. I really like the kid, man. I think he's in the run game. I think he is over Glasgow. I think he's a plus. Over Zettler, probably not. But in the pass game, yes, he's going to be a downgrade in the pass blocking assignments over Zettler. I think he would be over Glasgow too. But I think overall the kid's got some real talent. We'll see if they go with Yodi. The other one regarding this would have been Taylor Decker. It's undisclosed why he was out. There were some speculations, although not confirmed. I couldn't find it anywhere else. But there were a couple of people who put out yesterday on social media. They thought Decker's wife was expecting. And now I don't know if she's pregnant or not, so don't ask me. That's just speculation, and that maybe he had to go to the hospital for that. Could be something else. My anticipation is he is playing on Saturday night, though. So we'll see what kind of adjustments Lions make if Zettler is not able to go, which right now I would say it's a coin flip if he is or is not playing Saturday. All right, Detroit Lions will not play in Germany in 2025. Story by John Macron of SI.com. So I know probably if I'm the Detroit Lions, if I'm the NFL, I probably do want the Lions playing a game over in Germany just because all that Amon-Ra St. Brown and his family are doing to kind of boost the NFL over there. Obviously, most of us get it, St. Brown's family, or at least his mom's side of the family, are from Germany. He's been doing a lot of stuff there. He spent time there growing up. He's part of some of the communities over there. And probably having a game over there would help boost the NFL's recognition, continue to expand their borders, so to speak. But as of right now, the Lions are not playing over there in 2025. Detroit Lions have, quote, hands full with quarterback Jaden Daniels. Just ask guys who faced him at LSU. Jared Ramsey of the Detroit Free Press on this one. Hey, we all get it. This kid is not your typical rookie quarterback. He can gun it. He can run it. He shows incredible poise in the pocket. Just think about what was it, about a month ago when they beat Philadelphia to knock them out of contention for the number 1 seed. Man, he got the ball with 58 seconds or something like that left, drove down the field, and on, I want to say it was a 4th down, found somebody in the back of the end zone. I don't know who caught the touchdown pass, but led him to a victory. Good for him. Yes, I think Aaron Glenn and the Detroit Lions defense are probably having to spend all week to get ready for some different things to do against him. Yes, I also think he's going to put some sort of burden on the secondary, let alone the second layer of the defense, the linebackers, etc. But we'll see what Aaron Glenn comes up with on him. To me, the game comes down to his abilities. Can you limit him? If you do, I think the Lions win pretty handily. If he's able to just do what he's been doing his rookie year, this game could be interesting. We'll put it that way. Lions investment running game, and this is the 6th of the headlines now. Lions investment in running game paying off for a top-seeded team opening playoffs with Commanders. Story by Larry Large, AP sports writer. Here's where I think we all agree. The Lions have one of the best running back duos in the entire NFL. Yes, they've been able to stay, for the most part, incredibly healthy throughout their time together because no one person is carrying, the bulk of the load. Nobody is the Emmitt Smith or Barry Sanders or, man, whoever else you want to throw out there, that somebody that would just carry 90% of the snaps running the ball for a team. You can see most teams don't have that workhorse running back anymore. Although a case could be made that either Montgomery or Gibbs really could be that kind of guy. This story does point out Larry Large, one of the best names in sports writing, I think points out and does a real good deep dive on this topic. And I do suspect that Dave Montgomery, he might not be 100%, but he's probably going to be real close to it. From all reports, he's doing well in practice. He's running with some aggression, some authority. And, the other side of it is he's going to have had a month to kind of refresh those legs and the body, not having to go through the grind of the NFL and all the hits on his body. So he might just be a sledgehammer getting ready to fire out of a gun or whatever kind of analogy you want to say on the Commanders' defense, which we all get. It has not been great at stopping running backs this year. We'll see how that pans out, though, if it continues on Saturday. All right, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get over to the main topic of the day. I really didn't want to jump on this one, but I know a number of you guys, I was riding the bus back last night and sent this over to me, and I was like, oy vey, man. At this point, with any of the injured guys, I'd rather just report on it once they came back, and we actually know if they're back, but you get enough texts, emails, Facebook messages, carrier pigeons. I was like, all right, fine, we'll talk about it. All right, main topic of the day. Here's what we can say. Mike and again, if I'm murdering his last name, apologies. He won't be the last name on the show I mess up or murder. But the former U of M teammate, Mike Santrilli, says that Aidan Hutchinson, he was on some, like I said, doing radio pressers yesterday leading up to the game, talked on Rich Eisen's show, talked on a few other radio shows, and said that, hey, the two are still friends. They still keep up. Spoke very eloquently about Aidan Hutchinson. Nothing but great things to say about their time together in U of M. Talked in depth about the kinship that most of those guys feel towards each other. And I'm not a U of M fan. I think most of you guys know it. I'm a USC fan. But with all that being said, I do have a gajillion friends who are and family members who are U of M fans. So last year when they made the historic run, won the national championship and all that stuff, you could see most of these guys stuck around at U of M because they wanted to do this together. They've got that kind of bond. Also means they talk a lot with each other. The former guys that play together, the guys that just are graduating now or leaving the team, here's what I can say. They're probably telling each other stuff they don't tell most of the rest of the world about it, just because there is that brothership. I don't really think Santrilli was meaning to have any kind of click stuff or, putting headlines out there. But he does say that, quote, Hutchinson, is doing great in high spirits. Because of what he's doing, going through the injury, just trying to work his butt off to get back. He's staying positive and being there to support him is what a brother is going to do, says Mike. Goes on to talk about he understands the nature of the injury, but he does basically go on. I love the state of Michigan. It's where I was for the past 5 years. The state of Michigan was good to me. So, I'm super excited to see my boy Hutchinson. I think he can do it, end quote. So while he doesn't specifically come out and say it, you read the entire article, go listen to the radio podcast or whatever. One of them, like I said, was the big one. It would have been Rich, whatever you call it, former ESPN guy, Eisen. Thank you. Sorry, man. It does sound like he believes Hutchinson is close. I'm not here to say he is going to return. I'm not here to say he's not going to return. I don't really care what he does. It'd be great if he pulls a Willis Reed, and I get that's probably too old a reference for some people. Let's just say the NFC title game, man. If he's just suited up and comes down the tunnel, even if he doesn't play a snap, I think that's going to add some real punch to the team and really push him up. Willis Reed, since I opened up that can of worms, tore his ACL in the NBA Finals, I want to say in 72. And then the next game, game 7 or whatever, came out and played, actually hit the first shot of the game. I think he scored like 6 points in the game or something like that. Led the New York Knicks to the victory, and he did that on a torn ACL. So for people who say you can't do Jack, I say, man, there are so many examples of people that can play, like Jack Youngblood played, 3 playoff games with a broken leg. And went into the halftime when he broke his leg, They did an x-ray. The doctor came out and said, yeah, you got a broken leg. You can't play. He was like, just put some tape on it. Doc said, there's no tape job for a broken leg. He's like, I'm going to play anyways. Played the rest of the playoffs, even played in the Pro Bowl. And back then, the Pro Bowl, they actually hit and everything. So, and there's other examples of guys that do it. I have no idea if he's going to do it or not. But Sainristil does bring up some, and again, I'm probably killing his name, but does bring up some points, does kind of add another layer of things. We've seen the videos in the last month of Hutchinson running. Now you got an insider, I guess you'd say, teammate or former teammate, who's, by the way, he plays for the Washington Commanders, saying that he thinks Hutchinson could return this playoff run. Of course, he also adds in there, Commanders are going to win, so Hutchinson won't be back this year. But he does think that if the Lions were to get past the Commanders, there's a chance his former Uofm teammate could return. As far as anybody else, just to get this out of the way here and now, I have not got any other updates on anybody else. I know MCDC himself has come out and said Carlton Davis isn't going to return, that Derek Barnes isn't going to return. You do have conflicting reports on Derek Barnes. Was it Adam, whatever his name is, over at ESPN, did say that he felt Derek Barnes could return for the Super Bowl as well. Going to happen? I don't know. What I do know is the Lions defense the last game out played pretty dang well. We'll see what goes from there and what the team does. Regarding the Lions for this weekend, I think Taylor Decker is going to be playing. I think it's just a personal day for whatever is going on. I wouldn't raise the red flags. We get some other information later today. Then maybe we raise the red flags on it. But I do believe there's something from a personal nature. Again, some of the word is that his wife is maybe going into labor. I don't know if she's pregnant or not, guys. I don't know. So in regards to Kevin Zeitler, the fact he's running and doing stuff with trainers on the sidelines, today's Thursday. They play Saturday. I would suspect, since he hasn't practiced all week, he's probably not going to be going this weekend. But you never know. I mean, he's playing the league for 12 years or something like that now. I don't think he'd need a ton of reps to get ready. But we'll see what the team does. All right, Duke Crew, let's get over to you guys, see what you guys have to say about all these glorious topics, and maybe just a little bit more. Scrolling to the top of the screen, un momento, por favor. And 1 second, if you please. Michael, greetings, salutations, coach, and Duke Crew, exclamation points. Super Bowl, one pride, woo, woo, and back at you, my friend. Jameer, greetings, salutations, everyone. Same to you. Let's go Detroit, 100%. To me, it's going to be real interesting to see what the Lions' game plan defensively is. Offensively, I think I got a pretty good idea. I think you guys got a pretty good idea what we're going to do. Defensively, to stop Daniels, stop McLaren, just some of the weapons they do have. That's where I think the game is going to be won or lost. Jameer, I can't wait to Saturday to send Jaden Daniels packing 100%, because that means we're obviously advancing. So I'm down with that. It means we win, baby. Big Daz, good morning, Coach Dan and the Duke Crew, exclamation point. Oh, yeah, if anybody can come back from injury, it's Aidan. Yeah, one thing I think we can all agree, whether you're pro Aidan returning or against him returning, I don't care. That's up to your personal thoughts or whatever. Here's what I can say. Everybody seems to agree. If there's somebody that could do it, it would be somebody like Aidan Hutchinson. So we're all in a probably agreement there. Moonscar, good morning, Duke Crew starting lineup. Back at you, my friend. Good to see you as always. Bo Booth, good morning, Duke Crew. I could really see Super Bowl. Woo! And same to you. I think we can see the Super Bowl. Big Eddie, greetings, salutations. Anyone know why Decker missed practice? Question mark. Doesn't sound like he's injured. No, it doesn't. And again, what the reason is, I don't have specifics on it. I know what I'm kind of heard here and there, but I don't have any corroborating evidence of that. Jameer, 1 week at a time. That's the way it should be. Big Daz, him coming back would give the team a great pickup and great confidence. 100%. My anticipation is, if you want to know if he's going to be back, we're going to know in the next week. Because after the Commanders game, if you're going to really start his 21-day window, I would think it's got to be now if he's going to be back for the Super Bowl. Or at that point, he's got to be back. We'll see what shakes out, though. Trey, what's going on, everyone? One game at a time, one foe at a time. I like that, by the way. Big Eddie, didn't know he missed. Maybe he's sick. Yeah, it could be that, too. Could be that, although I don't think there was anything listed on the injury report. I want to say it was personal, but again, I was kind of doing 20 things yesterday. Tori, watch the interview. I don't know if Hutch returns, but it sounds like Sainristil had been talking with Hutchinson about it. Yes, it is. I would agree with that. No matter what you can say or whatever, pro this or against that, it does sound like both of them been talking quite a bit about it. So again, I don't think Mike was trying to give away any kind of insider information, but kind of inadvertently he probably did. See, Hookadoo, good morning, Duke Crew. We have a path to hike on the way to the Super Bowl. Let's start that hike. Grit, 100% Saturday night. That's the start of the grind. See, Detroit D, greetings, salutations, everyone. Back at you, my friend. Jameer, why are people so scared of the Commanders? I believe in my team. I think we all believe in our team, but it's just the fact that it's the playoffs. Let's be fair. Anybody can win any game here. A couple of tip passes go the wrong way. A couple of fluke plays happen. You know, most games at this point are going to come down to just a few key moments in the game. Whether you're on this side of it or that side of it, that's probably going to determine most of the games. Jess, greetings, salutations. I don't know if Hutch will return, but if he did, what a energy boost that would bring to the team. Yeah, I think that's where we would all agree. If he's suited up, he comes down the tunnel. Yeah, you're probably feeling a whole lot of adrenaline flowing through the Lions at that point. Big Dad's probably wearing the blueberries. That does sound like that. I don't pay a ton of attention to the uniform choices, but it does sound like it. You know what? Hey, if anybody's got a camera and can get into Ford Field, and if all the backdrops are set to blue, that's probably a strong indication. See, Southwest Line, morning all. Next to Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback the Lions have gone up against this season. He is a dual threat quarterback who scans the field well to find open receivers. Yeah, I think he's a pretty good quarterback. And again, I know I've brought it up before in the show. If you had a redraft, it would be my anticipation that the Chicago Bears would draft Daniels and not Caleb Williams. And that's no disrespect to Caleb Williams, former USC guy, by the way. I just think Jaden Daniels, man, his rookie season, it's been pretty special. France, Jameer, I think it's because we are in the playoffs and the next team scares people, the stress of win or go home. Yeah, exactly. Dennis, good morning, Dan and Duke Crew. Same to you. Detroit D, our offense will be the best defense against JD and the Commanders. Long scoring drives keep him on the sidelines. Yeah, I agree. If we could do that, that would be the perfect plan, I believe. Big Daz, from what I've heard, they're like wearing the all blue unis. Yeah, it does sound like that, doesn't it? Man Bear, good morning. Danaroo, Scooby-Doo crew. Have a wonderful, fantastic day. Same to you, my friend. Hopefully it's a great one. Southwest, I like the all blue uniforms. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fans do. My favorites are still the 1920s throwback ones. I don't know why. They've just always been my favorites. Stephanie, good morning, boys. Keep our offense on the field. Score touchdowns, not field goals. That's my thoughts. Yeah, and I concur. The more stress you can put on Daniels and Washington, the better. Let's also face one thing. This is going to be probably two teams that go for it on fourth down the vast majority of the game. Both coaching staffs are going to be very aggressive with it. It also means you're going to have a lot of opportunities to get some good field position if you get stops. If you don't, the other team's going to have a better opportunity to score. Jake, just squash that thought. Hutch isn't coming back this season. He needs reconditioning. Okay, fair enough. Susan, I'm guessing he is conditioning and has been for over a month now. The videos he puts out showed that. Yeah, there is definitely, he's been doing some stuff. Again, guys, whether or not he comes back, I don't know. We'll find out. Big Daz, the greatest podcast on YouTube. Thank you for that. Woo! Our man Dan, I'll take all that. OB, yeah, all right, I'll go with that. Oh, yeah. Oh, how about that? Oh, yeah. Southwest Line, John is being considered for the Raiders general manager job. Okay. He has a strong connection with Tom Brady. I could see a Ben Johnson, John Spikic combo in Vegas. Could be. And again, if you go by the video yesterday and some of the belief, I guess you could say that the Lions may have already, our assistant coaches, Adam Schefter, if you guys remember, I put out a video, whatever it was, a day or two ago, basically said that he had inside information saying that Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn had already signed or agreed to go to new teams. Could one of them be the Raiders? Absolutely. What they're going to do for a quarterback, I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday. I don't know. Could they sign a veteran, draft somebody? That's their worries. I'm not going to worry about it. Hookadoo, you can't look at a game as a shoe-in if a shoe-in of a win until the end of the game. I'll go with that. Play with grit. Win the grit, win with grit, one pride, 100%. I go with all of that. Hookadoo, good to see you, my friend, this morning. Hey, and I do like the thumbnail photo. Robert, greetings, salutations, coach and crew. Same to you. Clark, the Super Bowl is a month away. Let's see if he does return. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, that's basically where I'm at with it. Steve, good morning, brother Dan, and all my Duke crew brothers and sisters. Exclamation point. I love hearing the news about Aidan Hutchinson because he is such an amazing player. He is, and would it be probably in his best interest to wait until next season? There's probably some, commentary for that for sure. As a player, though, when's the next time you know that if Lions win Saturday, Lions win the NFC title game, when's the next time you can guarantee they'll be in the Super Bowl? Let me know when you get that answer. And that's for probably a lot of players. That's probably where if he's going to get back on the field, that's probably what it comes down to. Here is an opportunity to play. Here is my moment to shine, to have that opportunity. If you guys remember Terrell Owens back in 2004, 7 weeks before the Super Bowl, broke his leg. I want to say it's basically what Hutchinson went through with both bones being broken. Got back in 7 weeks, got on the field, and was arguably, if Philadelphia would have won the Super Bowl, he would have been the MVP of the Super Bowl. So I'm not here to say he will return. I'm not here to say he won't return. I want to be real clear because I get this is a delicate topic with a lot of emotions for Lions fans. That's probably a proper way to put it. I'm just here to report this is what being said from his former teammate. Go with it as you will. Tell us, Lion, there are no shoe-in games at this point. It's all comes down to playing your best when it means the most. I agree with that, 1,000%. Big Daz, the Raiders don't have a QB, do they? No, not one that I would say was your franchise guy. How about that? So not a good starting one. Yeah, there you go. Southwest Lion, without Tom Brady, there's no way that Ben Johnson would have given the Raiders any consideration at all. But with him, that has made all the difference. Yeah, probably some legitimacy there. Benjamin, from Freezing, Arkansas, just please explain to Mr. Daniels, this is our house and no one interloops allowed during playoff time. We congratulate him on an excellent season, but it's time to pack it in. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, a great season for Jaden Daniels. Great job, Washington Commanders. You've turned your franchise around, but this is our season, not yours. I agree with you, Benjamin. Frank, what do you got? Wow, exclamation point. Lions went from 8.5-point favorites to 10-point favorites. What does Vegas know? Question mark. Are the Lions just going to run the ball down their throats? I mean, let's all be fair. The Vegas makes all that money because they have guys, people, whoever, that have more intricate information than probably anything else on earth. With that being said, I do know that the line started at 5, and like the 12 hours later, it shot up to 8. Now it's up to 10 or something. So I don't know how all the bookings and the betting stuff works. You guys get that. What that does tell me is they've reanalyzed. Maybe there's a ton of money coming in on one team or the other. They're trying to protect themselves. I have no idea. Maybe they just feel like the Lions are going to blow them out. Maybe that could be it too. Quentin, greetings, salutations. Did Ben Johnson agree to coach Raiders? Not that I'm aware of. I mean, nothing official. How about that? Maybe that's the best way to word it. Nothing official. Big Daz, they might be planning to draft one. Agreed. Yeah, could be. That could be that. Southwest, Washington, and Daniels are very good in tight games. They have been. They have been indeed. I know that they've only beat one team over 500, but they beat Philadelphia. Let that sink in. Stephanie, what the heck is rerun? That I don't know. You'd have to help me out, Stephen. Let's see. Jesse, greetings, salutations, Coach Dan, Duke Crew, exclamation point. I don't know about you guys, but I am getting fired up for Saturday's game. I think we all are. Let's get them. Have a great day, everyone. Same to you. Hopefully, it is a phenomenal day for you. Hookadoo Dan has said nothing can be said until the end of the season with about who is leaving. Yeah, season's over whenever it is. Probably, Lions win the Super Bowl. Probably give it about 24 hours, 48 hours, and then the information will come out. Southwest Lion, it will be good to have Montgomery back in the rotation. I think Gibbs will get most of the action. I agreed. I think he's going to get about 60% of the snaps. But it has been a long season. I just want to make sure they're not overusing Gibbs. Correct. Voltron Force. Frank riding with Dasher. All the money came in flying in on Detroit at 5 points early. Probably. Jason, ingredients to our victory: confidence, experience, grit, and desire. Bonus points for crowd noise, Superdome, or bust. I'll go with that. Pat, Coach, I think we'll win by 10 plus. Might be true. Mike the Ring Gunny, howdy Dan and Duke Crew. Woo! Okay, back at you. Dave, Stephanie Wood, what are you talking about? That I don't know. Steve, Mr. Daniels is one cool customer in tight games, but I believe in the Lions, and I believe in this is our year. Will not be denied. Woo! I'll go with that. 100%. Hookadoo, 34-24, Lions roar into the end zone over and over. Pop up, best morning to the Duke Crew. Same to you. Marcus, let's go Lions. Woo! All right. Moonscar. Stephen Wood returning as a foreign language for fat fingers. I'll go with that. Yeah, 100%. Typos happen. Southwest Line, if Ben Johnson does decide to go with the Raiders, I think a big part of it is not wanting to go up against Lions and Dan Campbell choice here. Could be totally that, 100%. Postcard Dave Bing, he is referring to a typo in the comment of the title, not the thumbnail up above. All right, fair enough. Could be. Yeah. Lions Talk Live 38-20, and I'd like that score. Phil, good morning. Back at you. Steve, Aidan is one of the most talented defensive ends I've ever seen. His motor is comparable to the great John Randall. Good call there. I believe he will play in the NFC Championship game. The guy is just a beast. Yeah, he totally could. And again, I want to say this. I'm going to keep saying it. I get this is a sensitive topic emotionally for a lot of Lions fans. I don't care if he plays. I don't care if he doesn't play. If he wants to play, the doctors clear him. Let him play. A number of you guys reached out. I know I was going to address it, so I addressed it. Mike Santrill, his former teammate, seems to feel like Aidan Hutchinson has the potential to come back this season. All right, Marcus, 37-17 Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Hookadoo. I think there was he was referring to the thumbnail return. To get it together. Yeah, 100%. Could be that. Drew, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew! ! Much love and go Lions. Back at you, my friend. Trey, woo! I'll give you a woo. There you go. And I'll give you a 1, 2, and a 3. Let's see, Drew, 41-27 Lions. Yes, indeed. Moonscar, returning to YouTube, auto-corrected me trying to make up the typo. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens. Southwest Line, if the Lions do lose AG and Ben Johnson to other teams, next year will be a big test for MCDC. I think we'll find a way to keep the Lions at a high level. Yeah, probably just that. Marcus, hit that like and subscribe button like Sam Darnold. All right, fair enough. Let's see, Bo, spell check gets everyone. It does sometimes. It does indeed. Carrie, 28-17 Lions. I like the way you're thinking. Hookadoo, got it. Moonscar, thumbs up. Walter, I'm the pappy of that boy boss. Okay, I'll go with that. David, good morning all. One day closer, feeling thumbs up already maybe. Lions 34, Redskins 16. Thanks to the Lions for all their hard work. 100%, man. We all love the Lions. Paul, woo! You know what? I'll give you a big woo for that. How about a 1, 2, and a 3? There you go, my friend Paul. Miles Martin, greetings, salutations, coach and crew. One pride. Oh, yeah. Back at you, my friend, as always. Mr. Detroit City. Let's go, Lions. Coach Dan, let's go. Let's go indeed. Hookadoo. Top of the morning, Miles Martin. Go, Lions. Mr. Detroit City. I have a house in Auburn Hills. 4/1.5 finished basement needing to rent. Good to know. Live in Florida. All right. Let's see. Dave, greetings, salutations. Go Lions. Lions bad guy. See morning. Let's go Lions. 2 more sleeps. Yay. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to game day. Miles Martin, good morning, Hookadoo. Game day soon. Indeed it is. The Trim River, good morning, Coach and Duke Crew. Woo! And same to you, my friend. Jay-Z, MCDC is 49-22 ATS at Detroit's head coach, 12-5 in 2024. Both are best in the NFL. Never bet against Dan Campbell-led team. Vegas moving the line so they can win for once. That might be true. Protecting themselves, as you're suggesting. Lauren, good morning, Coach Dan and Duke Crew. Same to you, Lauren. Derek, good morning, Coach and crew. We can't overlook Washington. They have earned a playoff spot with 13 wins or so. Agreed. 100%. You got here for a reason. That you got to respect them. Donbird, definitely not seeing Hutch. Okay, we'll see. Robert, let's greetings, salutations. Let's go. Exclamation point. Everyone be safe out there in Dew Land. And back at you. Andrew, Hutch will not play this season. Sorry, boys. All right, fair enough. Don, definitely not seeing Hutch return until next year. All right. Oh, isn't it next year? All right, so or saying 2026. All right, Moonscar, Jay-Z, they are trying to get more people to take Washington, even out the money. So I believe you are correct. Yeah, it could be that too. And I don't really know how that jazz works, so I'll trust in your guys' wisdom. Hookadoo, I agree, Don Burr. Michael, wouldn't trust any experimental shot from the government, period. Yeah, we're not talking about that kind of stuff. Not talking about that kind of stuff. All right, John, morning, Dan, and with the world-famous Duke crew, hope you have a blessed day. Same to you. Same to you. Robert, I think Mahogany will step in and we'll see more of the offensive weapons. Skip. Yeah, it could be. And, hey, maybe he goes for another touchdown or two. Lions bad guy, go get in sign Isaiah Simmons, the kid from Clemson. That's a thought. I wonder if they'll do that. But, again, it's just, at this point, working him into the systems, I think that would be the biggest challenge. Vern, Coach Lions, 34, Commanders, 27. Tell Sheila Hamp, the family Hamp, their tickets. Agreed. Now we'll see if they'll get you some tickets. Sarge, good morning, Dan and all. Get ups and game day. Woo! And hey, who's ready for game day? Keith, Hutch's dad works with my mom at the hospital in Arbor Beach and told my mom when I was at work he could be back for the NFC Championship game. So it's possible he could be back by at least Super Bowl if he will make it. Yeah, thanks for that. And Keith, maybe you're right. I have no idea. I want to be very clear. I'm not here to say he will or won't return. I'm just passing on what his former teammate had to say. Moonscar, Hutch has his goal to get to the Super Bowl even if he plays one late meaningless down in the game. Pretty sure he will want that. Check that box off his bucket list. Yeah, it could be just that. Maybe late in the game, Lions are up 40. Hey, let's get Hutch a snap or two. Could be just that. Sarge, Nam for RD equals Thor and the butt kickers. I'm down with that. Laughing out loud. Nice one. Keith, good morning to all. Exclamation point. Greetings, salutations. The Lions are Super Bowl bound. 35-17 over Washington. Woo! I will take that score, my friend. Let's see. Catherine, what do you got? Good morning, Duke crew. Only my second time chatting. Hey, well, welcome for being. Thank you for being back, my friend. So excited for Saturday. You and me both. I will be there and determined to have no voice left by game's end. Woo! And hey, go enjoy it and go have a great time there. Let's see. Al, greetings, salutations, Coach Dan and Duke crew. I can't wait till Saturday night. Exclamation points. One pride. Let's see. Las Vegas Flintstone. Enjoy it, my friend. Have a good time out there, my friend. If you're out there. Let's see. Roland, let's go Hutch. Let's see what he does. Vern, if Hutch walks on the field, U.S. fans will go crazy. Or us fans, excuse me, will go crazy. No team can take all that noise. No, it would be loud. It would be real loud. Papa D's, Do crew, what up? What up to you? Hopefully a great start to your day. Moonscar, Ken Jenkins, you better lose your voice. We'll be watching for you. Welcome into the chat. Yeah, welcome back to the chat, my friend. And hey, thanks for being here. Both of you. Big Dads, welcome, Catherine. Bo, welcome aboard, Catherine. Let's see. Dark Side, your mic is going in and out. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'll try to work on it. Big D, only for you, Dark Side. All right, it could be that. We're going to do Catherine Jenkins, welcome in and lose your voice for a great cause. 100%. Go support the team and, yeah, help us get to the victory. Thomas, Centrally Commanders, correct. Let's see. Phil, it's YouTube refresh, all right? Moonscar, Isaiah Thomas back in the day dominating with a bad wheel. He did indeed. Detroit Pistons won. Larry, what do you got? Greetings, salutations, Duke crew, one pride. Can't wait for Aidan to get back. Oh, yeah, I'm down with that. Brooks Insider, Kirk Gibson, Dodgers World Series walk-off homer is another example of overcoming injury to win. I mean, there are a lot of examples. I think we all agree. You know, I've coached long enough. I can say this. I've had a player come back from a torn ACL in 4 months to play in a playoff games, I should say. I've seen people break bones and come back in about 3 to 4 months in the legs, similar to what Hutch has done. Is it possible? Yes. I'm not here to say it is or isn't going to happen. We'll just see what does happen. All right, Lost Jordans. I hope he sits out. I don't need the sports movie hero fantasy to play out. Too risky. All right, fair enough. Kim, let's see. Man's going to focus to win the games in front of us. Not scared, but realistic. That focus must be on preparing for and winning against Washington. Yeah, beat Washington at all costs. Steve, say what you will. The key to our victories are going to be Levi and Reeder. I think you're right with that. And I think Levi has been playing very well. Stopping the run and getting the interior pass rush is critical. I believe they will step up Woo! Yeah, and I know we talked about it yesterday. Some at least my anticipations, what AG is going to do. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Static Dean, Lions win by 20. No way Washington gets away with the win. Defense steps up and shows the world what it's all about. I'll go with that, man. I think you're right. John, I think we can win the Super Bowl with or without Hutch. Love to see him play, though. Yeah, and I agree. We're going to win it no matter what. Southwest, if pass rush can't get to Daniels, get in his passing lanes, keep those arms up. Yeah, try to do what you can to deter things. One Pride, yo, Duke Crew, exclamation point. Arnold being a full participant is huge, and I'm calling it now. He gets his first INT this weekend. I agreed with that. To me, and I know we did cover the topic, whatever it was, a day or two ago, the fact that, for 2 days now, he's been a full participant, that really aids the strength of this defense. It helps, keeps it strong, and that would be the secondary. Vern, Coach, do we have a roster spot open? I don't, Vern, off the top of my noggin, I don't remember if we have a roster spot open. Let's see. Earl, the Lions will be victorious Saturday. One Pride. Woo! I concur. Southwest, it's San is Trill. I'm working on it. The Trim Reaper, I got one question for the Lions fans. Are you ready? I'm going to assume we're all ready for Saturday night. Trim Reaper, oh yeah, exclamation point. Phil, good luck finding an open receiver. That's what I'm saying. Going to force him to throw into some pretty good coverage repeatedly. Southwest Lion, it's okay if the fans are overconfident. The team, I'm sure, is not going to overlook the Commanders. Yeah, what teams prepare for, what they think, is completely different. I know we all like to say don't overlook anybody. I would really hate to think that the Lions or anybody on that team is overlooking anybody. Hookadoo, born ready, Trim Reaper. Oh, yeah. Let's see, Patrick, just keep the same cornerback on McLaren that was on Jefferson. Yeah, probably Robinson. We will play the Vikings and assign a player to be the quarterback watch so we don't so he doesn't get loose. One Pride, go Lions. I like the way you're thinking. D-Dub, I know JD was thought to be good, though, throughout the season, but all of a sudden he's bolstered to elite level. Why? Just probably maturing, gravitating upwards. He's got enough NFL experience now where he's going to show some signs of growth. TaylorMade, having a Super Bowl winning quarterback like Doug Williams in your ear as a rookie doesn't hurt either. No, you're 100% right. Having somebody like that, a veteran who's gone through it, walks you through different aspects of things, always beneficial. Bailey, Mike's name is pronounced D. Yeah, I know I'm probably murdering it. James, Washington can't stop a running game. One Pride. Woo! I'll go with that. Trim Reaper, elbow drop the like button. If you would, please. Yeah, I'll hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Lions bad guy, I don't believe that there are any true fans that are actually worried. Baby bandwagon fans are worried. Same old Lions and fans are worried, but not me, but not the real diehards. Okay, I'll go with that. Phil, do the coaches want the ring or multiple Super Bowl rings? Stay with the team. I just think if you're assistant coach, you want to elevate. Just like, if you work in the medical profession, you probably want to, whatever profession you're in, you want to elevate your career. We all want bigger paychecks. We all want to be able to, go upwards in our career. That's the hard part about coaching is most people are going to take that bigger responsibility. Brook Insider, Commanders beat mostly losing teams, 2-4 against teams with winning records, 10-1 against losing teams. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Thank you for that. Phil, remember, Dan Campbell is the head coach. He coaches the coaches too. Correct with that. Bailey, Mike's name is pronounced Sainristil. Thank you. Art, this game will come down to who keeps penalties, turnovers, mistakes in check. Go Lions. I concur with that. Awaken to truth. Lions plus the Tinder 2 might score over a 50 piece. I'm down with that. Maybe we do. Maybe we'll get that many points. Phil, from stem cells to ultrasounds, Lions have the best medical staff in the league. If they're clear a player, trust them. He's ready. 100%. I know more and more teams, at least overseas. I've talked often on the show about, coaching and working overseas, either in the Middle East and in Asia. A lot of the Asian teams have players that electively have their arms or legs cut to intentionally lengthen them, 2-3 inches, etc. One of the things they do over there to help the bones stimulate growth faster and healing faster is they basically, and I don't know all the technical jargon behind it, but they throw electricity through it in a certain pulse that just keeps repeating, and it basically cuts the healing process down in time. I think they've even used it towards open wounds, etc. So when you make the cut or incision, it helps that regenerate faster. And again, it's beyond my pay grade to know all the terminology and facts about it. All right, Sarge. Hutchinson sacks Mahomes 8 times to Super Bowl. Let's go with that, man. Wouldn't that be something? Southwest Terrell Owens wasn't going against 400 pounders of mass. He was running free against 150 pounds of cornerback. It's a huge difference. Love Hutch like everybody else, but I say suit him up and give him a snap. Yeah, we'll see what shakes out. Rob, the line changed because the team, they want even action between the teams. Thanks for that. With a 10%, in they pocket 50% of the betting handle. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's beyond me, man. Phil, did Houston ever get picked up by another team? The Browns. Yeah, James Houston did. James, Ben will have the Raiders trade for Hooker because he knows Ben's system and through Vegas can focus on improving the offensive line to protect him, getting another receiver, running back, offensive weapon. Yeah, could be. We'll see. The Trim Reaper, Phil, I think Houston signed immediately with Cleveland after being cut. Yeah, I think that is correct. Phil, Washington feels confident, but they've never played a team like Lions. Correct with that. Dean, as far as our OCDC, I believe it when I see it. Fair enough. Dominic, good morning from Texas. Morning to you, my friend. Southwest Lions, James, wonder what Ben Johnson thinks of Hooker and if he could become a franchise quarterback. Yeah, if they trade for him, the Raiders, if Ben Johnson goes there, that tells you what Ben Johnson thinks of Hendon Hooker. Miles Parker, good morning, Dominic. One Pride weekend on its way. Agreed with that. Phil, did you see Hutchinson leading the team in a chorus of Billie Jean? Yeah, when, what was that, 2 seasons ago or whatever, his rookie season? I thought he did a great job with that. James, Southwest Lion, he may just use him as a bridge in case he doesn't perform. My thoughts are that he knows the system and won't need as much coaching to get him up to speed so they can focus elsewhere. Yeah, it could be just that. Hookadoo, that was put out a few months ago. Phil, it was great. It was indeed. Phil, let's see, Moonscar. Phil, was that recently? Was it a rookie and he performed his rookie initiation song when he was on Hard Knocks? Correct. The T-Bone Lokes, the Lions had the best quarterback in the playoffs, bar none. I'll go with that. Hookadoo, that might have been it and had seen it a few months ago. Moonscar, all right. Phil, Hookadoo, he's moved pretty good. That was back. He has a good chance of a return. Right? All right. I like the way you're thinking. Trim Reaper, I got the Lions winning a nail-biter 28-27. Woo! Hey, but it's a win, baby. Ale, yeah, I live here in Vegas. Enjoy it, my friend. It's probably significantly warmer than where I am. Moonscar, FYI, Duke Crew, Ben Johnson cannot legally sign with another team, nor can an official announcement be made until after the Lions are out of the playoffs. So no one will know for sure until then. Correct. Him, Aaron, Glenn, they, maybe, what's his name? Adam Scheffler is correct with that. Maybe they have already, agreed to go somewhere, but they can't make anything official till after the playoffs. Hookadoo, Phil, I had seen it before he broke his leg. I think he had seen the video Moonscar was talking about. Okay, Phil, okay. Mark, good morning. I think I will be the Detroit Lions versus Baltimore Ravens in the Super Bowl. Lions win, go Lions. I'm down with that. I think the Lions, if we face anybody in the Super Bowl, we're going to win it. At least that's my belief. Ben, Lions fan, surprise Arizona, loving them out west. Lions 42-17. I'll take that. Leo, Sonic and Knuckles on the field at the same time will be probably problems for anybody. Ready to see that. I'm down with that. Alrighty, Coach, I saw Hutchinson doctor at Metro Airport, and he said that it 90% certain he will be back for the Super Bowl. Fair enough. I'll take that. DM5 TV, I think the Commanders come out firing and keep it close. Lions wake up and hold them scoreless in the second half. Lions 34-27. All right, Southwest Lions, Dave Flip, special teams coordinator, happy where he's at. No interest to be a head coach. He could be, though, if he wanted to be. He reminds me of where John Harbaugh comes from. Could be just that, 100%. William, still think we rush for 200 yards? All right, we might do that more. Mark, roar versus woo. I say roar. Go Lions. Back at you, Mark. Courtney, our defense has played mobile quarterbacks and have two on the team. Hendon and Teddy. Correct with that. Mobile quarterbacks. Correct. All right, then Lions bad guy. I want my Lions corners to stay. If they don't, we get third round conditional picks. If Spielman goes, we get a third round conditional pick 2 right hooker for another third. I'll take all of those 3s. All the rules and regulations, I don't know fully on everybody. I do know if Aaron Glenn is signed, you're probably getting something. Beyond that, we'll have to wait and see. All right, Bo, happy trails to crew. All done and dusted. See you tomorrow. We'll see you then, my friend. Mark, have a good morning and to the rest of your day. Same to you, Mark. Have a great day. Jerry, they can't sign players from teams that are just out of the playoffs, can they? Question mark. Even if they're going to be free agents, aren't they until the end of the league year? So in regards to people on practice squads, that's where you can potentially sign. Jerry, I know I'm way behind. It happens, man. It happens, man. Don't worry about it. Trim Reaper, have a great day, Coach and Duke crew. Exclamation point, stay warm out there. Woo! Yes, it is cold. Phil, greetings to Jen and the pups. Yeah, they're all probably done for the day, with the workout videos. All right, guys, if there is breaking news later today, I'll get over to you as quick as possible. If you would be so kind before checking out, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs button. You guys all get it. It helps out a ton. Other than that, take care. Be a good human being. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. See you on the next Lions Talk Live. See you guys.
Excuse me, sir, would you... Donations to the Reverend Moon? Jews for Jesus?
Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism?
Of Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah. Scientology?
Or nuclear power?